What's going on there, guys? We're back with another one, and today we got to talk about Patrick Beverley being banned from ESPN. Now, Front Office Sports has learned that Patrick Beverley has been banned from future appearances on shows like Get Up and First Take, which he frequented a lot in the off season. We saw him, was it last season or the season before that, where he came on, he was talking about Chris Paul, and they didn't mind him going viral for that. But it's always a flip side of that, and they don't like what the flip side looked like. Now, I'm in no way advocating for what Patrick Beverley did, but I thought it was funny, the clicks that it brought when he was dissing a current player in Chris Paul and how they would bring him back because of the ratings it brought in when he dissed him. But when you diss one of their reporters, now he can't come back, he can't do none of the shows and all that. So we're gonna look back at what Patrick Beverley said and also what Kendrick Perkins said, because I know Chiney Ogwumike went off on him today. Stephen A. Smith said it was indefensible what he did. So you have people with that viewpoint about what Patrick Beverley did. And I think most people are saying that was unnecessary, right? Because the lady didn't subscribe to his podcast. So I'm not going to have you too long. I'm just going to show you what Pat said and then show you what Perk said just so you can get the gist of what everybody is saying. And then we're going to look at Melinda's she came on and talked about what her and Pat talked about after the fact. But let's check it out.
Here.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Before I finish,
Yeah.
you subscribe to my pod?
Do I subscribe to you? I do not
So
subscribe.
you can't interview me then.
Okay,
No
well,
disrespect.
Jamal is here. so-
You subscribe? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Again, there were a couple times within a bucket or two. In previous games, y'all have been able to kind of get over that hump, or
Mic
maybe
got my face, please? Yeah, thank you.
was it anything they did in particular, or was it just one of those where the bucket didn't go down, there wasn't the stop, they made one? What kind of prevented that you all from being able to get over, kind of like you have in the past?
You'll move that mic, please, or just get out the circle, please, for me, please, ma'am. If you're not subscribed to my pod, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Did. And look, at the end of the day, what Patrick Beverley did, that situation right there in particular, he just hurt his brand. Because the one person that he went at, and that lady, Melinda, talking about, did you subscribe to his podcast, or asked her, did she subscribe to his podcast? Guess how many subscribers he's about to lose now? Guess how many fans he's about to lose now that he once had? You just can't do those type of things, man. And when it comes down to it, I had a lot of respect for Patrick Beverley. He always been 100 when I seen him face to face. But at the end of the day, when you become to that point where you think you're above everybody else, you could miss me with all that. I'm cool on you.
So what the mainstream media isn't pushing as far as the narrative is that Patrick Beverley and the Bucks called her to apologize. And Melinda Adams wrote this on X. She said, I want to thank everyone for their kind words and support. I am humbled. Patrick Beverley just called me and apologized. I appreciate it and accept it. The Bucks also reached out to apologize. I've been in news for over 40 years and kindness and grace always win. So that was her response, to the whole thing. And no, Pat shouldn't have told her to move out the circle, everything. He was irritated with how the game went, and they stuck the camera in front of him. And, you just look at the overall night Patrick Beverley had as far as throwing a basketball at someone in the stands. He was a little bit more irritable than normal. But this is what I say, anytime we have our worst day is held against us, in a way where, ESPN is taking that opportunity for him. Again, they brought him back continuously to talk about Chris Paul because it brought clicks and it had everybody kind of gearing in and watching it, um, to see what he was going to say next about Chris Paul. I'm glad he apologized to that lady. It should be the end of it. Now, I understand as an entity, they can do whatever they want to do, but I'm hoping Pat Bev's podcast continues to blow up. Hopefully this don't hurt him too bad because I think if we're focused on this interaction with everything that's going on in the world to the point where we can't forgive Patrick Beverley, then I think we're worried about the wrong stuff, in my opinion. It's just too many things more important than this, and somebody goes and apologizes. Did it look bad in real time? Yes. Is it magnified because it's being plastered on your TV screen every 30 minutes? Yes. It's magnified. It's not, it's really a non issue. I mean, it's something that he hasn't really done habitually. So we can't really hold it against him. We just hope he be better next time. You know, he could have easily asked her to subscribe to his podcast because sometimes people just not into it. She may not be into what he's talking about. But if you would have gave her the right answer or, just answer the question politely, I think and he did. So don't let me I almost fell a victim to it. But if he would have answered the question in a way where I even think the first part of what he said was good, but when he pushed the mic away, I think that's where people started to get offended by it. Um, but she probably would have subscribed to his podcast, or he could have asked her if she would, because you can't think so much of yourself that everybody got to be subscribed to it. Obviously, everybody's not if you got 260,000 subs, and he made an emotional decision, that's causing him right now. But again, I like this in the media space now because they don't have to sit around and wait for a job to be given to them. Like Pat Bev can still go on his own podcast and do it. So he ain't necessarily got to wait for ESPN to do something for him. They said he was gonna go down, but he added subs today. Actually, I went and clicked on it, 268,000. So his subs still going up. This thing hasn't really affected him, and he can come on here and speak on it and tell his side of it. But I want to know what you guys think about Pat Bev and that interaction with that woman, because they say she's a producer at ESPN. She's not even just like a regular reporter for them. She does production over there, so she's kind of the executives over there hold her in high esteem. So they feel like what he said is they gonna make their statement with how they're gonna suspend him from TV shows. And if I'm Pat Bev, if it has the opposite effect and my show blow up, don't ask me to come back later if my stuff blow up. You know what I'm saying? But she forgave him. ESPN, they don't seem to forgive him. So it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section, though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I'm not going to take it down.
Skip, 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 skip.